Love must be the reason for all things. Love is the desire to share your healing with your brother. Love is the desire to be at peace in all things for everyone. Now, right now, what I'm hearing in this message, which I do think is very important, is that I'm not making the best use of time if I want to escape a feeling of fear or guilt or anger, rage, just so I can feel better. And it's kind of funny because we say that we are seeking inner peace, and we are. But one of the early messages that Holy Spirit gave me was a message that some of you may remember. It's called "The Ego is Not the Devil." And in that message, Holy Spirit made a subtle difference between wanting to be enlightened and wanting to awaken. And in fact, it's funny because we had this exact same discussion last Friday in the NTI study group. But there is an idea in the mind that we've maybe all experienced at one time or another about being enlightened, but this idea comes from ego, and it's the idea of me being enlightened, me being at peace. It's really a thought about me. And what Holy Spirit said in "The Ego is Not the Devil" is that we can never awaken from that desire. That we can only awaken from the desire of wanting to awaken for everyone. And in fact, I'm also reminded, at least, of my little knowledge of Buddha, which primarily comes from the movie Little Buddha. So I'm not at all a Buddha expert. But when Prince Siddhartha set out, to seek enlightenment, as we might say, he did not set out to seek enlightenment for himself. At least as the story is presented in Little Buddha, he went out to end suffering and death for everyone. And it really makes sense if you think about this at all. It makes sense that the idea to be enlightened for me and the idea to awaken for everyone are not the same. Because the idea to be enlightened for me is about me. It's very self-centered. It's an I want. And, we could hear Ramana Maharshi saying, who wants? Who wants to be enlightened? Yeah, me, Cliff is saying. And there's no feeling of a gift in that. If you listen to that idea in your mind, which we do all have in the mind, I'm sure it's shown up at some point for you, so I'm sure you can listen to the idea now, I want to be enlightened for me. If you listen to that idea, there's no feeling of a gift in that idea. You want to just tell her to get down? You can. Jamie, get down. It's nice that you love Myron, but she doesn't want you climbing all over her. Okay? Go lay down, my love. Jamie, go lay down. Yeah, okay, come up here then. You're going to help me teach? Anyway, there's no feeling of a gift in, I want to be enlightened for me. But if you realize, no, this is Jamie, my dog, that's crawling all over us, not my daughter. If you realize the idea, I want to awaken for everyone, you might be able to feel your heart open in the sense of a gift, as if you are really giving something to the sonship. And this is the desire, the true desire, that leads us to awakening. So when I asked Holy Spirit on February 27th, 2006, how can we take advantage of the situation to truly forgive and clear the mind? The first answer given is that love must be the reason. And then notice that we are given, in this particular context, a semi-definition of love. Love is the desire to share your healing with your brother. Love is the desire to be at peace in all things for everyone. So the best way to make use of our time when we feel rage, fear, guilt coming up is to have an intent or a desire to allow this to be healed in me as a gift to everyone.